Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to make my very own chili coconut crab. Enjoy! Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Joeysultana here with another recipe, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to cook your very own blue swimmer crab. So today I'll be making a chili coconut crab. Alright guys, so if you want to check out my recent video up top here, it is a video showing how to clean and break up your crab into portions. So as you can see, I already got it pre-portioned for this recipe. So today, like I said, we're going to be making our very own chili coconut crab. Such a quick and simple recipe. It literally takes about 10 minutes to do. Alright, so enough talking now guys, let's enjoy and start cooking our crab. Got some snow peas for some green freshness. Here I've got some sugar to sweeten up the dish. Some coconut milk, you can use coconut cream, but I love using coconut milk. Here I've got some garlic as well, some minced garlic, some crushed ginger, and some salt, obviously to taste. Make sure you season everything you make, even though we have the soy sauce and the oyster sauce. Just be careful you don't add too much salt, because remember the soy sauce and the oyster sauce is very strong in flavor. And we're also going to need some white sesame seeds. Alright, beautiful, that's it. So that's our basic ingredients we need. Now I'm just going to show you guys the first steps. We're going to prep our veggies, and then we'll start to cook off our crab, and then make our sauce, combine everything together, and we'll be ready to go. So first things first, our snow peas is pretty much the only green veg. So what I do for this, I just like to peel off the top of the skin and the bottom as well, like so. This is just to remove that tough, chewy part when eating our snow peas during our stir fry. So it's just a lot neater and a lot cleaner also when you are serving it. So all I'm going to do with these snow peas is I'm just going to pile them up together. Here I've got my Shadow Black Series JOEYDALSTRONG chef knife, really valuable, really great knife guys. Check them out. I'll put a link in below on my description where you to find them. And what we do here is just we're going to slice them up into thin strips like that. Basic stir fry mix. And that is it. Set that aside, and then we'll start off with our next ingredient, our spring onion. So with our spring onion, it is fairly simple. All we're going to do is cut them into rings like so. You can easily substitute this for a red onion, a white onion, chives. It's up to you. I just love the onion flavor that the shallot brings to the dish. So it's optional what kind of onion you guys want. And here I've got a medium-sized red chili. I'm only going to use half of it today. You guys can use the whole chili if you're really into the heat and the spice, but for me I'm going to leave it out. And also with this I'm going to take out the seeds and the membrane. All you got to do is just clean out the seeds and the membrane like so. So it's up to you what kind of chili you want for this dish, really depends. You can have a green chili, you can have a less mild or a lot hotter chili. Just depends on the personal preference that you like in the heat of the dish. And then what we're going to do here is just go cut it into thin strips, pretty much the same size thickness as the spring onion. Just a basic cut like so, thin strips. And this is just, like I said, it's going to cook quicker and it's going to really develop and make the flavor enhance. Alright, so now I'm just going to chop up our coriander. So I'm just going to take out the stalks. Not too much, you can use some of it. Stalks has got really good flavor as well, so don't chuck it out. But I don't really like it too much into the crab dish that we're making today because it's really stalky. So all you do is just roughly chop it up, keeping it fresh as possible. We're going to add this at the last minute when we cook because we don't want to cook this out too much. We want to keep it as fresh as possible. So this has been ready washed. Just gonna roughly chop it. So you're really just simply giving it a nice rough chop. You don't want to cut over too much because you will damage and bruise the freshness. Alright guys, so now our ingredients are prepped and mise en place is ready to go. So now all we're going to do is cook off our crab and our sauce and combine it together. So you're just going to grab just a large wok like this that I've got here. You can use a large wide pan to cook this, but I just like using this. It's a lot more easier and quicker to cook. So for stir fries and everything like that, you want to use a wok to cook because, like I said, it does cook a lot faster and it's a lot easier to use. So I'm just going to place it on a high heat. Firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to half cook my crab first. So I'm going to actually cook it for 2 minutes in the oil, take it back out into the side, and then I'm going to make my sauce with our ingredients, and then add the crab later to finish it off. Okay, so speaking about crab, here we go. Now in this dish, I am going to use the head as a presentation look only. You can discard it and you don't have to use it in this dish. It really just makes it look a lot more finesse and nicer looking when I put this up. So it's totally up to you guys. So with the eyes as well, I like to take them off because they do get a bit creepy. So I usually take them out. And for the knuckles here guys, because there's so much meat and delicious freshness inside that claw, we are gonna give it a slight crack so we can get the flavor and the juices inside of it. With the other legs, like I showed you before, they are too small, so it's pretty much pointless to crack the shell on that. So with the 2 claws that we've got here, they are fairly nice and large, so we are be able to crack these open. So with our knife, I'm just going to use the back of it, not the sharp point of it, because you can break through and damage the actual claw. So I'll show you exactly what I mean. So using the back of your knife, we're just going to give this some light taps and it should break out easy just like that. Beautiful. I usually just hit from the middle and usually should just open up just like that. So fairly simple. I just did it with those 2 claws, very slightly bash them out, and they should have a slight crack like so outside of it. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to start off by cooking off our crab. I've got some sesame oil here, add that into a hot wok, and we're pretty much just blanching our crab for about 2 minutes first until it comes nice and opaque. That nice golden orangey red color is what we're looking for. So on a high heat, cook out your crab. This is really much just like I said, blanching it, we're part cooking it. So you want to cook and blanch your crab for about 2 minutes, tossing and turning every now and then, just making sure the crab is cooking nice and evenly. Alright, so as you can see, the crab is starting to turn that nice orangey red opaque color. That's what you want. Beautiful, now our crab is finished. So we half cooked that, remember, only blanched it for about 2 minutes. Set it aside, and now we'll start making our sauce for our coconut and chili cream. Okay, so using the same wok, you're going to add in some coconut oil here that I've got. So we still have the leftover sesame oil. It's still good to use, and a bit of that juice from the crab. What we're going to do is add your coconut oil, then add in some butter just to give that luscious richness to our sauce. And what you want to do first is you want to start by cooking off your chilies, spring onion, followed by your snow peas. So add that in, give it a toss. Cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then you want to add in your crushed ginger that I've got here, followed by some crushed garlic, and cook for about 1 minute. Alright guys, so now you want to add in your fish sauce, some chili, and your oyster sauce. So I'll just get about a teaspoon of that oyster sauce, a teaspoon of some chili, and a teaspoon and a half of soy sauce. Get a good mix through. Let the sugars and the flavors work together. Now we're going to add in our sugar. Okay, so just a cup of sugar. Add that in there, followed by your coconut milk. Alright, so you want to cook your sauce for about 5 to 6 minutes until it thickens up very slightly. Alright, just gonna taste it guys, just to see if it needs a bit more salty flavour or sweetness. Just a tiny bit of salt. Really, really nice. Flavour's there. Just to help it out, add a touch more salt. Alright, so now we're going to cook our crab for a further 5 to 6 minutes back to the wok. So we've got our sauce that's been reducing and the flavour has developed extremely well. So cook out your crab again for another 5 to 6 minutes. Then we'll add in our toasted sesame seeds. Beautiful. Give that a good toss and mix through. Now this is optional. If you want to add some butter, you can. I'm going to add another knob of some unsalted butter just to finish off the sauce and give it a nice luscious look. Beautiful flavour. Alright, so for a side I'm going to toast up some bread. So I've got some soy linseed bread here, and I'm just going to brush it with some garlic herb butter just to accompany our crab dish. So what we're going to do is just brush it lightly with some garlic. I've got some herbs in there, just got some butter and a drizzle of olive oil, and we're just going to brush this really well generously with some of that delicious garlic butter. Perfect, our bread is looking good so far. What we're going to do now is place it on a pan on a medium heat, and we're just going to toast this bread until it comes out really nice and crisp. Just like this, beautiful golden color. That garlic is caramelized and the sweetness has come out. Absolute perfect for our crab dish. Alright guys, so close now. Our last accompany we got to serve it is with a caramelized lemon. So this is also a nice addition to our crab dish. Just going to put some coconut oil in a medium to high heat pan like so, and we're just going to caramelize and cook out our lemons. And really what's going to happen here is the sugars will caramelize and really develop a sweet pungent flavor to the lemon itself. Therefore, using it on top of your crab, it's just going to be absolutely delicious. So what we do here now is I'm just going to cut our bread in an angle just so we have a beautiful look and presentation to our dish. Now all these sides are optional. You don't have to have the bread, you don't have to have these caramelized lemons. You can just use lemons itself fresh. I'm just love to go that extra mile and make everything look really delicious and yummy. So place that lemons on the side after being caramelized. Took about 4 minutes on the pan, and here we go. Our crab is nearly done. Our sauce is thickened up really well. It's got to be really nice and intense. That's what you want. So I just added a tiny bit of water just to loosen up the sauce. If it's too thick for you guys, you can add water like I did so. And here I'm just going to add some fresh herbs. So I've got some coriander and I've got some chopped parsley, great mixed blend of herbs. And I add this at the end. Why? Because we want to keep it as fresh as possible and bring out the colors as well. So after that, place it into a serving dish. There you have it. Our coconut and chili crab is done. I'd like to sprinkle a bit more herbs, some coriander and parsley just over the top, just to bring the vibrancy out on the dish, followed by some toasted sesame seeds also. Love to finish that off, and then garnish it with your delicious caramelized lemon, and then our toasted garlic herb bread. Just amazing. Enjoy guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on our blue swimmer crab, on how to cook a delicious sweet coconut and chili crab dish. Very simple, easy to make, doesn't take long at all, and I hope you guys learned and enjoyed the video most importantly. The recipe will be written down on the description below, so check that out, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys next time with another recipe. Ciao for now.